Welcome to Orientation to System Templates at Herzing University, presented to you by the Curriculum Management Department. In order to ensure consistent quality in our courses across terms, locations, and instructors, each course has a system template. This template within the Blackboard platform acts as the master copy for each course and will contain the required course objectives, required current syllabus template, required current textbook and edition, and the master gradebook, containing at least the minimum required assessments for the course in the gradebook. The system template will often contain enough materials, presentations, and discussions to run at the online campus, but the same Blackboard template will be created for face-to-face campus versions of the same course. The minimum required text, assessments, syllabus, and gradebook will be used in the Blackboard format at each campus, regardless of whether the course is taught in a physical campus classroom or a virtual classroom. Ground campus instructors may add different activities, however the key assessments, alignments, texts, objectives should all remain as required learning activities in the class. This may mean that previous materials or syllabi that you have used no longer meet the minimum requirements for this course. It is important that we use the consistent present materials instead of using previous term syllabi or copying materials. These items are meant to be consistent and measurable across the whole university system and must be built around as you prepare the course to meet the requirements of your individual teaching style. Let us now go through how you'd start to prepare the course for teaching once you are given a system template. These will reflect best practices, but your division may have additional requirements for you to meet. The first item we would do is we would check the announcements to make sure they're not announcements in anyone else's name. You may have your key assessments listed here, but make sure they are visible to you and not your students, as it would confuse students to see another instructor's name inside your course. Next, we will go to the syllabus area. Make sure you download the most current syllabus template for your course and update it with the dates, terms, and faculty information of your section before re-uploading. Then we will make sure that the textbook is correct and available for students. Click on eTextbook. We will look at the name and edition of the text here. Highlight it, go to Edit. And when prepping the course to make sure it's available for students, you will add HUOVS in the key and Herzing, all lowercase, in the secret. Your link to the book will actually be in custom parameters. Do not change that. Once we click Submit, it's all set. Then we will go into the classroom. We want to make sure that the course learning objectives are listed for our particular course and that they are current and correct. We'll also go into the unit and check to make sure that the required assessments are there and they are marked. And you'll also go in whenever you have a required assessment, highlight it, click the circle and chevron, click Edit, and you will see any rubrics listed here, should they be attached. Click Submit to save. And the final item you will be checking is the gradebook. So let us scroll down to the course management section here, Grade Center, Full Grade Center. You want to make sure there is a single column called Total. This is how the grades are extracted. And then we also want to make sure that that total is 1,000 points, which is the Herzing requirement. So we go to Manage, Column Organization, and we can see that the total column and what the total points possible are. You'll want it to be 1,000 points. And then the final item you're going to want to do is go to Student Resources. And just like you're going to do in the classroom, you're going to make sure that any sort of links or materials here still work and are active. Now, as you teach the course, you will have ideas for best practices and things that could be changed or added to the class to better serve your student population. This feedback is encouraged and should be given to your program chair at your campus or given to your division chair directly. The template will remain the same and consistent for a couple of terms while we collect data both on the strengths and on the needs of the course. But as this data is applied, we would also like to consider and apply your ideas and suggested best practices. Any changes to the template course must be approved and will be reflected in a future copy of the course's templates. We hope that this presentation has answered some of your questions about preparing your course in the system template. Thank you for watching Orientation to the System Template at Herzing University, presented to you by the Curriculum Management Department.